Hey everyone, I want to come to you today to bring you some information about how to create your own virtual gym. This right here that you're seeing on your screen is a virtual gym. People all across the education world have created these Bitmoji virtual classrooms and things like that in all different capacities. So I actually created one back in May for my water day. And I made it a big field, and all of the links went to water day activities. But now I think this is a time where if we end up going virtual, we may need to come up with new ways to kind of connect with our students. So I want to show you how to create your own in a very general way, and you'll have to kind of tweak it and make it your own. But I decided to create, this is the one I've created so far, and I'm going to keep working on it to make it even better. But I decided to use a picture of my actual gym as the background. I think that allows students some familiarity, and they can sort of just remember things that we did there, and it's just a connection that they have. The other thing that's personalized is my Bitmoji, and so that part can be personalized and go in there. But all the different items in the virtual gym or in the virtual classroom are links to various assignments or activities or just places that you want your student to visit. So for example, these weights go to Darby. This weight goes to Sworkit, to a workout that I put together for kids. This one goes to the American Heart Association jump rope skills page. So I'll kind of show you. If you hover over each little thing and you click on it, it either opens up a web page or opens up a video, or it opens up some sort of assignment. You can link Google Documents, all those different things. So this takes you to the jump rope skills page of American Heart. And maybe you might have a specific assignment that you wanted your kids to do there. All of these sports balls link over to YouTube to different activities. So like this basketball takes them to a dribbling skills activity that's on YouTube. It's probably going to pop up with an ad, so I'm not going to wait on it. And then all the things on my bookshelf are also things you can click on. The cone is an agility thing that you do using cones. This is a stretch. When you click on the yoga mat, it takes you to stretches, overall health and wellness kind of things. This is actually a read aloud when you click on the book. And this calendar I linked over to my Get Fit calendar. I'll show you. Actually, I already had it open. But if you link on the calendar icon, it opens my Google Drive to the calendar that I created there. And on that calendar, then there's an assignment for each day that goes over to some sort of a fitness activity on YouTube. So each one of those will open up a YouTube video. So that's kind of what mine looks like. Let me show you how to get started in creation. You for sure want to give some instructions to your students about what to do, because they might just open this up and be like, oh, that's cool. But if you give them instructions like I did here on this little board, it says click around. All the items on the gym will take you to great PE activities. This also could be a place where you might tell them what they need to turn in or what writing assignment they need to do. Give them further instructions of some sort built into your slideshow. So I decided in mine to go ahead and publish it to the web. You have that option. But the actual Bitmoji classroom, the virtual classroom, is created in Google Slides. So you could leave it there. And the nice thing about that is, since we're using our Google platform is where all of our stuff is housed, this easily plops into Google Classroom. This easily goes into Seesaw. I think it'll be compatible with Canvas. From what I hear, that's kind of going to be our main point going forward for this semester. And so we create this in Google. So what you're going to do, open a Google homepage. You're going to go up to these 9 little dots right here and click, and you're going to go to Google Slides. That's one of the apps that you have accessible. Once you've opened up a Google slide, you're going to create a blank document. Let's see, bear with me. My internet, I don't even think it's my internet. I think it's this Chromebook that is so slow. So once I open up a Google slide presentation, I'm going to go ahead and name it right off the bat, virtual classroom or something like that. Whenever it feels like coming up, I'll start talking through this. So when you decide what you want to create, virtual gym, let's say that. Virtual gym. Okay, so once you get your virtual gym created, you don't need these text boxes. I'm going to delete those. And the first thing you're going to do is pick your background. So sometimes people will just plop in a picture. I'll tell you, you don't want to do that because then the students can move it and mess with it. So you want to actually pick a background. So I'm going to go to Slide, Change Background. And right here, if I have a picture of my gym, I would go here to choose. Well, either way, you're going to go to choose image. If I have a picture of my gym, I'm going to go to Google Drive and actually go get it. But if you don't have a picture of your gym, that's not a big deal. Go here to Google image search. I'm going to type in, let's see, elementary gym image. Actually, I want the word background. It came up anyway, but let's do background. Elementary gym background. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I do want image because there was something there. All right. So any of these would be great. So I'm going to grab, let's do this one. I'm going to grab that one. I'm going to click insert and it's going to plop right here into my background. Okay. So now I've got a gym looking thing. And so this would be the time where you want to maybe start creating some basics that don't move. And don't have clickable things. So, for example, your Bitmoji does not, or at least mine in my virtual gym, it doesn't click to anything. I guess you could click, you could have it link over to a YouTube video that has you explaining everything if that's something you want to do. But sometimes, usually your Bitmoji is not going to move. So to kind of back up and talk about the Bitmoji. This is usually, some of you probably already have the Bitmoji app on your cell phone or on your iPad or something like that. That's something you want to create first. You want to create it on your device first. And it's in the App Store and you would just go download it. And then you can link it to your Chromebook. So notice I have the Bitmoji application up here in my toolbar. I'm going to, let's pretend I didn't have it in my toolbar. The way I would get it added, I would click on these three dots and I would go down to more tools and extensions. Now that will come up with the extension search and Bitmoji, I'm going to type it right there and it would come up. Let's do details. If I hadn't downloaded it already, it would allow me to download it in this place. And I'd be able to, well, here it says remove. So I don't want to remove it, but you would download it in this place right here. And then once it's downloaded, it would pop up in your menu up here. So knowing that, now that I already have Bitmoji, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the Bitmoji app here. The first time I think you actually have to log in and connect it to your account that you've created on your phone. But once you've got it created, then you can go ahead and add it, no problem. So you can type in whatever you want. You can type in, basketball or whatever. I think, wow, that's not basketball. Let's do run. Whatever word or keyword you put in, that's what the kind of things that are going to come in. Hold on, copy image. And then you're just going to paste it into here. Okay, so it's going to, oh, that did not work. Let's try that again. I'm going to copy image. And over here, I'm going to paste. There we go. All right, so there's my Bitmoji. I'm going to make her whatever size I want, and I'm going to plop her here in the middle. Okay, so as you go, you're going to create different things that are clickable items. So the way that you pick those, so let's do insert image, and you're going to search the web. Over here on this side, you always want to type in the word transparent first, and then whatever it is that you're searching for. would come after that. So once you type in the word transparent, then you can put in whatever you want. You could put in bookshelf, you could put in basketball, you could put in weights, you could put in jump rope, whatever item it is that you want the students to click on. But the reason why you want transparent is because you want it to have a see-through background behind the actual image. So pick whichever one you want. You'll do insert, and it'll plop in here to your thing. It's humongous. So size it to whatever size you want. And then I'm going to show you how to make this a link. So let's say that we have our favorite basketball dribbling drill video over here. I probably should have had it ready. Okay, so we've got, I've got a dribbling drill that I love from the PE specialist here. I'm going to click on the share button, and that provides me with the link. And then I'll copy it. I'm going to go back over to my virtual gym. And what I'm going to do is any item that you want to create a link to something, you click on it, make sure it's selected. And then up here, you have this little chain link fence icon. You're going to click on that, and that allows you to connect it or insert a link taking it to somewhere else. I'm going to paste in my YouTube video and press apply. Now you can see down here that this basketball is going to be linked to that website. So as you go and create things, you can move them around. You can, link them to, like I said before, you can link them to YouTube videos. You can link them to Google Docs. You can link them to other web pages. You can link them to, a Word document. Or that would be a Google Docs where you have an assignment, some sort of an assignment. You can link them to a place where you want to turn it in as well. And so those are all different things that you can kind of place into your virtual gym. So once you've got it created, let me show you how you can finalize it and make it in more of a published form. So the first thing you want to do is as you're creating it, let me show you how to do a text box real quick. So you also have text box here. I created, let's fill it with white. Okay, so this would be a great way for me to say, hi class, and write whatever messages that I wanted. So, and if you position it just right, you could kind of make this look like a projector on the wall. If I wanted this to go behind my Bitmoji, I would want to either send the whiteboard backwards or move my Bitmoji forward. The way you do that is you right click and go to order, send backwards. Is it going to go? Order, send backwards. There we go. That's going to send it backwards. And then, of course, you can position it however you want to make it, look like a projector screen on the wall or something like that. All right. So that's the other way that you can do that. On my virtual classroom, I actually grabbed a whiteboard, and then I did an image, like a word, a text box on top of that to make it look like it was on the thing. All right, so back to the finalizing. So you always want to make sure that you make it so that it's not just private. Right now it's private only to me. So I'm going to click on share. And right over here, right now it is restricted. So I want to change this little drop down right here. And I'm going to do anyone with the link, because keep in mind your students are going to be accessing this from somewhere else that might not be a CFB device. And so you want anyone with the link. And I'm going to click done on that. You could potentially get the link from right there. Did you see where it was? The link was right there. Copy link. But what this is going to do is if you share it that way, it's going to take the kids to Google Slides, and that allows them to then kind of move things around. So that's the fear for that. But if you're plopping it into Google Classroom, you may not have any choice but to allow them to see it that way in a presentation mode. But if you want to make it into a published website, you have to first make it shareable so that anyone can get it. And then you're going to come over here to File, and you're going to go to Publish to the Web. And right here, you're going to do publish. It says every 3 seconds. So the nice thing about publishing it like this is that instead of just saving it and sharing it as a Google Doc, you have the ability to continually update it and change it. And the web link that you've given your students will update every 3 seconds. So that way, if you realize you made a mistake, you still have the ability to change it without having to resend your link and resend your link and resend your link. So that's a great option to this. So are you sure you want to publish the selection? Yes. Now here's my link that then you could share either in Parent Connect or in some sort of other channel that your students can get to. And they can open it in any sort of browser. I didn't say this in the beginning of the video, but let me say, you want to create this virtual classroom using Google Chrome. I find that that browser has way less issues than if you tried to create it in Firefox or something like that. Now this is a published form, and yay, now you can see that my link is active and it takes it over to that basketball dribbling drill. And I've got my note here and my Bitmoji in my background, and no one can move any of it. All right, so that's your virtual gym. I have no doubt that I probably left some stuff out that you are wondering, and I am happy to field those questions as best as I can. So feel free to shoot me an email, but I have already maxed out my video time. So I'm going to stop for now and help you out individually for those of you who are trying to create your virtual classroom. Have fun. Bye.